Evaluating roots. Learning objectives. Find the square roots. 2. Decide whether a given root is rational, irrational, or not real number. 3. Find decimal approximation for irrational square roots. Number 4. Use Pythagorean theorem. Find cube, fourth, and other roots. Okay, so this number over there, it's called index. That tell you what is the value for the root. Okay, here, this one. So this is called cube root. If it's 2, then square. If it's 4, it means fourth root. Okay, and this one, this sign is called radical symbol. It's called radical symbol. And this number inside is called radicand. And the whole thing is called what? Radical. Write it down inside your booklet because it's not written in the booklet. Write it inside your booklet. So this is called radical symbol. And the value for the radical is what is called index. And the number under the cube root, what is the number called? Radicand. Radicand. And the whole thing is called what? Radical. Okay? Is this clear? So one more time, I'm going to write it again here. This called index. That tells you what is the value for the radical. So this is called, this one, it's called radical symbol. Okay? And the number in under the radical symbol, it's called what? Radicand. And this whole thing is called what? Radical. So please look at those numbers, those words here or terms, and apply them into the sentence below. So use the vocabulary terms listed below to complete each statement in exercise 1 to 10. Is this clear? Now let's take some examples. If I tell you 2 times 2, what's the answer? 4. Good. What's the square root of 4? 2. Negative 2 times negative 2, how much? 4. What's the square root of 4? In this case, it's negative 2. So your answer can be positive or negative 2. But most of the time, we use what? Or the positive. If he said all, if ask for all, use the positive and the negative. Is this clear? So you can say positive 2, negative 2. Okay, let's take examples. Find all square roots of each number. He said all here, right? So if I take the square root of 9, what's the answer?
Negative or positive.
Right. What's the square root of 25? What's the square root of 36? Plus or minus 6. He said all.
Yeah.
Square root of 10, 100. Is this clear? Find each square root. Now he didn't say all. So if you take the square root of 4, what's the answer? 2. Can you answer the remaining?
Yes.
Yalla, inside your booklet, answer it. Finish?
Yes.
So this negative 2, this,
2.
no.
Because we take the positive.
Can we say negative 2 times 2? Not possible. It has to be negative 2 times negative 2, right? So this one is not correct. What about positive 2 times positive 2? It's correct, but I don't have 4. So in this case, you're going to say what? Look at the answer in the bottom. Tell me what will be the answer there for C.
2A, C, not a real number.
So the answer here is not a real number. Why? Because of the reason that I give you here. Later next semester, you're going to learn how to find the answer. They're going to divide it into one real and one imaginary. Okay, what is the imaginary? It's going to be square root of negative 1. And what's the real? It's going to be 4. So your answer will be what? 2 square root of what? Negative 1, which is equal to I. That's next semester. Type last one. The answer is 5. Good. So is this clear for that answer for what? For this one, for C. Okay, next one. I have here 0.25. That means what? 25 over what? Close the door, please. Equal what? 5 over 10. What about this one? 11 times 11. So your answer will be what? Negative. This one, 7 over. What's the answer here? 9 over 20. Easy. Next one, use the calculator. So this one, you need to use a calculator for this. Okay. Solve each problem given any decimal approximation to nearest tens. I need someone to read. Read them, Muhammad.
12 feet ladder is leaning against the house, with the base of the ladder 4 feet from the house. How high up the house does the ladder reach?
So you have a ladder. What's mean ladder? Yes. So the ladder is leaning against the house. With the base of the ladder is how much? How many feet? 4 feet from the house. How high? Okay, at 12 feet. 12 feet. So this is what 12 feet, correct?
Yes.
So you already have, you know how much this side, and you know how much this side. This is called leg. So this is called what? Leg. And this is called hypotenuse. And this is how much degrees? 90 degrees. So what I'm looking for? I'm looking for which side? The other leg, correct? Where is the other leg? This one. So we have a formula for this. Do you remember the formula? If you have a triangle like this, okay, this is CAB. So we're going to say what? C square equal A square plus B square. Pay attention, please. Pay attention. So C equal what? Square root of what? A square plus B square. Now, how much is C here? So I put 12 here, right? Okay. Let me go back one step. So I'm going to use it here, right? So it's going to be 12 squared equal what? How much is A? 4. 4 what? Square. Plus B square. I'm looking for B, right? So 4 squared, how much? 12 squared, how much? So 144 minus what? 16 equal what? B square. So you know how to subtract, or you don't know? You must know, right? So you get 14, you get what? 3. 6 from 14, how much? 7.
No,
Well, 8.
8.
8. 1 from 3?
2.
2.
1.
And then you bring down the 1. So your answer will be 128 equal what? B square. So in this case, I can say B is equal to square root of what? 128. How much is the square root of 128? Yalla, by calculator.
64. No.
Yalla, by calculator and tell me how much. Use a calculator. I don't have a calculator here. Yalla. Oh, actually I have here. So what's answer? 128, right? 128 is the square root. So it's 11 point. 11 points. 31 feet. So that's your final answer. Positive or negative? Positive or negative? Positive, because distance always what? Positive. Is this clear? Okay, B, I will leave it up to you because it's the same thing. It said Ritia Abdullah.
One end of
What's mean ball?
yes.
What is mean ball?
Amud.
Yes. Okay, yeah, tell me. One end of a wire is attached to the top. To the top of what?
25 my FT.
Okay, so this is the pole and this is the wire. How long is the wire? No, the ball is 25.
Yes.
Okay, and
And add up and then
anchored. Anchored means here, right? What's mean anchored? Into the ground, 20 feet from the base of the ball. So the anchored is how much? It's here, right?
yes.
It's here. So this is how much?
20.
20 what? Feet. I need, he's asking find the length of the what? He wants to find how much is the wire. So what should I do? Apply the formula, right? What's the formula? C square equal A square plus B square. Where is C? This one. Where is A? Here. Where is B? Here. So do you know how much is A? 20%. How much is B?
25.
Yalla, do it inside your notebook and tell me how much is C. Yalla, ya mister, do it now. What's the answer?
32.
32?
It's 0.05.
Did you get this answer?
Can you put 32.02?
He said, yes, you can put 32.02. So that's what feet. Is this clear? Easy or hard? Easy. Next one. Yalla. Inside this one. Okay. If I say 3 times 3 times 3, how much this? 27. If I say what's the cube of 27? 3. So that's the answer here. 3. If I say what's the answer here? You bring down the negative and you put down here. So your final answer is what? Here. What's the answer? Negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. How much this? Negative 27. What's the cube root of negative 27? Negative 3. This one. What's the answer?
3.
So positive 3. Easy. This one is negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. How much the answer? 81. Correct? What's the cube of, what's the fourth root of 81? 3. Or it can be what? Negative 3, right?
No, 3.
If you say all, then you take the positive and the negative. Okay, what about this one? What can we say about this one? Not a real number.
Why?
Why? Why it's not a real number? What is the answer for this one? It's going to be what? Negative 3 times what? 3 times 3 times 3? That's not possible. You cannot have, it has to be the same type. You cannot have combination, as you said. Cannot have combination must be same number. Is this clear?
Yeah.
What about the next one? This is easy, right? 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 3. What about this one?
It's also not 3. Negative not 3.
Right. Wait. Did we make a mistake here? No, it's correct. So we say what?
Not 3.
Not 3. What about this one?
Positive 3.
Negative 3. Okay. Easy. Any questions? So please practice on my MATLAB, okay?